Yo, what's up, YouTube? Good morning, YouTube. What's happening, all the wonderful drivers out there, all the fantastic passengers? You guys are welcome to the JAPA channel. And yes, today's video will be talking about the apocalypse in the ride-sharing industry here in Lagos, here in Nigeria. It's like everything is going south when it comes to ride-sharing. So stay tuned in today's video. Let's talk about the possible apocalypse that may eventually happen in the ride-sharing space. And then at the end of the video, I would share something that you can do differently to protect yourself from it. To protect yourself from it. And also at the latest end of this video, I'll be giving some general updates in terms of promotions, current happenings around the ride-sharing space, and what each application is currently running. So guys, stay tuned and let's dive into today's video straight up. Yes, this is April 2022 and the 4th day of April. Okay, so what is apocalypse? Before we go on, today's video, this entire apocalypse thing, this entire apocalypse, rideshare apocalypse, is being inspired by a comment from a subscriber that asked a question that's really got my attention. He said that he has some money and then he's thinking of either starting ride sharing or relocating to seek asylum in a foreign land. Which is what a lot of Nigerian youths is currently doing. A lot of youths are leaving the country, seeking asylum somewhere else, starting up a new life somewhere else, either through education or work visa or what have you. So he asked the question that should he start ride sharing business or should he relocate, which is JAPA, away from Nigeria? Okay, so let's just talk about what is currently happening. Why I say there's a possible apocalypse. What is apocalypse? Apocalypse is the like the destruction, the end of something. I had to use that word apocalypse, to have a mental visualization of what I'm trying to say. Currently in the ride-sharing market, there's a lot of competition. I must tell you, this was not how it was about 3 years when I started. It is not. A lot of things have changed, and even people that started way before me, like 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, also has the same testimony. I remember when I just started ride sharing, I started ride sharing at a time when I was very vulnerable. I just recently lost my job. I was home, I was doing other businesses, but none of it was actually, giving me the expected income that I need to sustain my life as at that time. So, and I had a car, I had a Mercedes-Benz C320 Formatic. So I thought about it. Instead of driving all around town, looking for a job or doing jobs that they don't even pay you well, why not enroll your car in the ride-sharing industry and then see what you can make out of it? Meanwhile, I got the inspiration from an Atlanta-based Uber driver called The Simple Driver. So when I saw his video, I became motivated to start driving, and I also, from his own video, I became motivated to start a ride-sharing YouTube channel, which is focused on the ride-sharing, which is the Driverpreneur today. So I started driving, and the first thing I noticed when I started driving was that it was not as difficult as I thought, one, and it was easy money. Like it was as easy as just turning on your app, and then you get requests. And back then, the requests were back to back. Like as you're getting one request, you don't have to wait so long. Another request is coming in, and then the fares were very reasonable. As at then, the price of petrol was less than 100 naira, or less than $100. I was buying petrol, I was thinking, 80 something or 90 something naira as at that time. So the profit margin was high. Like I could just go out in the morning, in the evening when I'm coming home with like 20,000 bucks, like for real, a single day. That really got me excited. I was happy that, wow, this is something that, wow, how come I didn't start this thing all along? How come I didn't even know about it even before I got a job? Why didn't I just start ride sharing way before? And then if I can make 20k daily, imagine making that in a month, 20,000 naira daily. Let's say you just work for let's say 5 days a week. That's how much, like 20. I'm talking 20k that you keep aside, or that this is the money you make. Like you're expensive. You've removed fuel money. You've removed the money used to feed it, and you're still left 20k. If you work at least, you give it 12 hours a day. So imagine doing 5 days in a week. That's about 100k. Then saving, then you are doing a month. A month is about 400k if your car doesn't give you any issue. So I was super excited. Wow, this is the green pasture. This is the hidden heaven. This is the business as I have come to accept. But then I noticed that most people that were into ride sharing business were people that had almost the same story like myself. Probably lost their job, or out of job, or for one reason or the other cannot find something else to do, and then they ventured into ride sharing. Which is very common. I think it's very common. Almost everybody had that same story. I don't think there's anybody, I don't think, I may be wrong, that just came up one day and said, okay, I want to start a career of driving. I don't think there's anybody like that. So the years went by, things went by. There was so much money to be made in this space. So much money. Like, you could see surge every single day, all year round. However, the surge in December cannot be compared to the surge in February or March. Normally in March, this January, February, March, around April too, the surge is not so intense, but at least you see patches of surge, especially weekends. Friday, expect to see surge galore. Saturday, expect to see surge galore. Sunday, expect to see surge galore. But as the year by, a lot of drivers started signing up. A whole lot of drivers started signing up. Companies started laying off staff in mass. Banks started, call it, what they call that word? Retrenching. Is it what they call that word? Where they just, massively sack a lot of people. So banks started cutting down manpower. A lot of other companies started cutting down manpower. And what do you expect? The ride sharing space started swelling with more drivers. More drivers started signing up. And that is something that is common in Nigeria. When a business is doing fine, everybody just want to venture into it. Everybody wants to venture into it. If there's something hot that comes up tomorrow now, before you know, almost everybody done the entire round. So the driver base started swelling. Then competition in terms of app started expanding. And the one I'm about is InDriver. InDriver came, and then they slashed the price, giving the passenger the opportunity to choose his own fare, his or her own fare. So lately I've been seeing ridiculous fare. People offering 1,200 from mainland to the island. People offering 5,000 naira from way inside the mainland down to Covenant University in Ogun State. People started offering ridiculous fares, and of course now people like to explore alternative. People like to explore something that's cheaper. So this, as I'm telling you today, has a large base of customer base. And where are the customers coming from? The customers are coming from the previous app that are existing. However, some new riders are still signing up for these new apps. But most of the riders are people that are already used to paying the normal fare before. So now they see a cheaper rate, and then they just want to explore it, see how it works, see if truly it's as cheap as they preach, So this started cutting down the rider base of some of the existing app, the app that we know before now that you can, get surge trips and all this kind of thing, So now the norm now is, yesterday was Sunday. I drove all through yesterday and I didn't even carry a single surge. My compensation was that yesterday was free. I didn't even carry a single surge. Now the surge just comes very shortly and then it disappears. I know when the rain comes, we expect more surge because then a lot of people want to put their car in their houses. So that is the current reality of things. The market is shrinking. Competition is paving way for cheaper alternatives to riders. So we that were making 20,000 naira daily, 25,000 naira daily, 30,000 naira daily back then, is going down. But it's not like you can still make money. You can still make a decent amount of money in the business. Like for instance, this week alone, I did about 70-something thousand naira this week, despite my car having fault. My car had a lot of issues, overheating issues, especially one of my shafts is making a hail of noise. But I want to address this overheating issue once and for all. Today is Monday. I decided to take today off. This is just 8:30. Once I'm done with this video, I'll most likely head out to go and fix this problem so I can work uninterrupted Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, throughout the weekend. So what am I saying in a nutshell? For you that ask that question, that is it reasonable for you to JAPA, or for you to stay here and start the rideshare business? Like I said, it's not as rosy as it used to be. A lot of competition has come into the business. A lot of people are signing up. The other day I saw a video of Two-Face brother, Two-Face in-law rather, that's Two-Face wife, elder brother, coming out public to talk about how he was pleading for a car to drive, asking Two-Face and the family to give him a car to drive on Uber platform, just for him to stand on his own. You see, this is an indication that a lot of more people will sign up to drive, thereby making the competition even more. Also, there's a new ride-sharing app, I've talked about it in the past, which is called LagRide. LagRide is offering riders the opportunity to merge themselves and take trips towards the same direction. So different innovation is coming to, which is focused on enabling passengers offer cheaper fares. And this ride-sharing apps, most of them don't even care about the cost of operation. Over the past 3 years, over the past 2.5 years, let me say that, the cost of running this business has tripled. I can tell you that the cost of buying spare parts is not as what it used to be. The cost of fueling is not what it used to be. It has increased. Significantly. Like, the increment is so obvious. It's not like you can't make money. You can still make money, but you have to put in more time as a driver if you want to break even, if you want to make the kind of money that probably you, depending on your lifestyle, depending on maybe how many family you have, if you are alone, if you have a small family or a large family, all these are depending factor on you. So, but averagely you can see average between 15,000 to like slightly above, depending on how many hours you put in and how strategically you move and how reliable your car is. So you can still make between that amount, between 15 to 20,000 a day, not your net earning, including your cost of running business, including fueling and all those things a day. But weekend you can earn much higher during Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, especially on Sunday. So it depends on you. You need to nobody can, like they say, nobody can really tell a man what to do. A man already knows what is best for him. So you that ask that question, that whether you to JAPA to relocate to another country or stay here, it all depends on you at the end of the day. It's not easy here. It's not easy anywhere else in the world. There's nowhere in the world that is rosy. I follow blogs of drivers. I follow community of drivers in the United States, and I see their complaint. It's not too far from what we are complaining here. Yes, they make about $2,000 probably, like in a week, like $2,000, which is about 2 million naira here in Nigeria. Imagine making 2 million naira here in Nigeria a week. But these guys make that money over there and they still complain. I see their complaints. They complain a lot, especially in the United States. I follow United States drivers. I follow South Africa drivers. They complain too, just as we too are complaining here. We complain about the cost of things increasing. They too, they are complaining about it. Me, I've already spent personally. There was a time I was being fed with this idea of leave the country. Every single day, I turn left, I hear it. I turn right, I hear it. I look up, I hear it. I look down, everybody around me was telling me to leave the country, especially when I lost my job. My dad especially was on my neck that I should just try, gather what I have and leave. But I thought about it. Okay, if I leave, where do I start from? Yes, hustle day there, but let me tell you, it's not easy to conform to another way of life, another culture. Start learning how these people behave. I've already lived over 30 years here. I understand almost everything about Nigerians. I know virtually the street like I know the back of my palm. I know the dangerous spots. I know the cool spots. I know where to have fun. I know the city in depth. I'm not saying going abroad is bad. Or me myself, I've been opportunity to travel to a foreign land. Some way back, I've been opportunity to travel. It's beautiful. But for me personally, I'm talking based on my own personality. Personally, I think I would want to travel for vacation. I want to travel, just to chill, or probably for training, maybe a course, not traveling without any mapped out idea or plan. I wouldn't just want to travel and then find myself in the foreign land. Then I'm stranded, like no job, or things are not as rosy as they make it seem, like it's rosy out there. Imagine being in a foreign land where family system don't really work the way it works here. Here for Nigeria, if it's too red, I will go to my papa's house. My father has a house not too far from where I stay. I'll go there. At least even if I Gary I see, I go soak. I'm already acclimatized to the weather. To the weather here. It's hot, it's humid. Sometimes it gets very hot, but I'm used to it. The heat can't kill me. If it's too hot, I put my clothes, or I use fan, or if I get money, I buy AC. So why am I hammering on this? This is the same noise. This is the same music that goes around almost every youth you talk about, every youth you talk to on the street, every youth you have a conversation with. Most of every youth you talk to on the street is always having the plan to leave. If we all leave, who's going to develop this place? If we all leave, when the time comes for the call for true leaders, who will come forward? Things cannot be like this forever. They can certainly not be like this forever. Healthcare cannot be in this shambles forever. Education cannot be in this shambles forever. The roads cannot be in this shambles forever. So, if you're insisting on, relocating, good luck. A lot of people have, relocated and made it big out there. But I'll just ask you to, think about it, critically think about it with scrutiny before you make any decision, so that you don't end up biting your fingers. Yeah, I think that's that for that. That's that. I hope that answers your question. At the end of the day, it is you. So yeah. So what's happening currently in terms of promotion, updates? Uber is currently running a very fantastic promotion. In fact, their promotion are soft life. Just if you can complete 25 trips within a week, within Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, anytime you can complete it, the rest of the week you have just 1% to pay. See, that is a very dope promo. You may not understand, but that is a very dope promo. You pay only 1%. As at yesterday when I closed work for the week, I had some cash with me in my hand. I had money in my bank. I had money in Uber app. You will know how that feels, bro. I had money in the app, in my hand, in the bank. That felt very cool, bro. I must tell you. Even if the money not be millions, but it felt good, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, it felt good. So Uber is running promo. If you don't have Uber accounts, it's best you just sign up. Sometimes those guys can shock you with some kind of promo. The link to sign up, the description, I'll leave it in this video. Sometimes I forget to put it in one of my videos, but this video I'll put it. Sign up. But however, I will advise you to have more than one platform due to consumer behavior and due to demography. I'll get into that one probably in another video. And by the way, if you've not joined my membership, if you've not joined the membership of this channel, you see a little button there, join. Click on that join. You can join, become a member of the channel. What do you stand to benefit from being a member? 1, priority to your comments. If you ask questions, priority to your comment. I can even make a video out of your question just like this one. 2, you have a sticker, you have a badge, you're identified, you get a shout out. You get a shout out on the channel when you become a member. It gets public recognition, on a world platform. So what else? There are different perks. There are 3 perks. That's the basic I'm talking about. Priority to your comments, access to live stream, and access to live video. And then you also have, it's plenty. Just check it out. You can cancel anytime you feel like canceling. Check it out. 3 perks. I hope to have you guys as member on the channel. Another update. Yes, another update. Bolt has increased their price. They have increased their price. Their fare for each trip has gone up. Surprisingly, their current adjustment is going to be over Uber. They will be leading Uber in terms of pricing with about, how much was that? I'll leave it here. This minus this, about 15 or so naira. So me, I will still, because of this 1% promo, I'm still driving with Uber for the week. Uber is the focus, so that I can just hit that 1% deduction. It was cool, man. On Sunday, yesterday, I got a trip all the way from from around Oluwara, close to Bega, all the way to some around Happy Land Estate in Songoto. I was happy, you know, even though there was no surge. We will not go blame anybody now. It's not easy. The economy is not easy. Imagine if that trip ended at 6,000, about 6,800 naira. If there was surge on that trip, let's say for instance I was lucky enough to get like a 2.0 or on both a 1.9 surge on that trip would be nothing less than 11k to 12,000. Yes, around that amount. You know, so we don't blame anybody for what's going on. It's the entire world. The entire world is currently experiencing economic, downtime. So you can't blame anybody. We all have to just adjust. We all have to just, re-strategize, adjust, find how we can, manage what we have to become comfortable. So that is it for updates. That's it for updates. So I think this is where I'll end today's video, and I'll quickly give you a brief. Let me give you a rundown. Let me give you a rundown. The best way to survive this apocalypse, what's going on, this competition that is going on now in the market, is one, you need to start thinking expansion. Start thinking on how to, build network or fleet of cars. Like currently the Corolla was sold after I had the accident. It was sold. The person fixed it, and the person that bought it fixed it. After fixing it, it's currently on the road. Still all this car, probably not finished. Even the Corolla had problem last week that we had to deal with. But that one has been sorted. All this problem about cars, I will be talking about this problem on the car Palaver fix. You can also check that channel out. I've not really been getting momentum to post on that channel yet, but as time progresses, I will have that momentum to be posting on that channel, so that I can share some of my car trouble experience with you guys, because it's not all rosy, it's not all money. Sometimes you have issues with cars, with the machine you use in the job. Yes. Secondly, you need to start knowing much about your vehicle. Start understanding your car. Start, having the mind, the boldness to try to do some few fixes for yourself if you want to remain like as a driver. Start having the confidence to try to fix one or two things. Sure you get, so that you become savvy, you become car savvy. Mechanics don't swindle you from left and right. You can also have an idea. Thirdly, you can, learn new skills, acquire new skills. No skill is a waste. Me personally, I share with you guys where I learned how to install tracker in vehicles. Expand your skill, learn skills, just be handy. You never know, you never can tell which of them will just, be that breakthrough for you. That is it for today's video. It's almost 10. This is almost 9:30. I've been talking here for a while, so I need to go get some things done, especially my car. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you are new here, consider subscribing and turn on bell notification icon so you get notified when I post new video. Until next time, peace.
Mentors don't tell me I go find work. They say by driving not go pay. Oh, mom.